welcome to Meet the Candidate, and my guest for this interview is Linda Thompson, candidate for Spokane Valley City Council. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, I just start with the really basic stuff. Where did you grow up and go to school?
Well, I grew up in the Valley, moved out there when I was just starting high school, and I went to Central Valley High School and graduated in '71.
Okay, and there was some interesting education or travel or that you did after that?
Well, actually, it was just interesting moving to the Valley. My grandpa and grandma lived on the north side, and when we moved out to Flora and Broadway, they said, "Will you come home for Christmas?" So they thought we were going out pretty far. I went off to college and just had a wonderful time and kind of found my way into a business and community service type career.
Okay. One of the questions I like to ask folks is about early kid kind of jobs where you first learn how work and pay is connected.
Well, early on, I was a babysitter, is what we called babysitter, for 15 cents an hour, and for my neighbors. But my first true job was at the Lamplighter Hotel on Sullivan when it was brand new, and now that's the Marabou Park Hotel.
Okay,
So I worked in
that.
housekeeping.
Yeah, I tried a housekeeping job one summer. I lasted 8 days.
I lasted about 60 and was glad when college was coming on, so I left.
Well, good for you. That's
Yeah.
because that's a hard job.
It is.
A little bit about perhaps about what your work has been after you'd gotten out of school. You said community service area work, and
I did. I was a banker. I worked for Washington Mutual and did all kinds of personal lending and mortgage work and sold annuities, did all kinds of things. But I really went into prevention, and I worked for the Greater Spokane Substance Abuse Council when one of my children was killed by a repeat drunk driver. And so I did a lot of volunteer work and community service trying to advocate for treatment and recovery, and then had the opportunity to go to work for GSAC and start the DUI victim panel. So it's been an incredible opportunity for the last 30 years to work in prevention.
and you mentioned that this year you had some accommodations for COVID that actually made some of those panels more meaningful in a way.
Yes. Normally when we have our DUI victim panel, it's for court-ordered offenders. And we really want to stress, we're not there to point fingers or place blame. It's an education program. And we've normally held them at the Public Works Building at the Spokane County Public Works Building downtown. And we usually get 80 to 90 people in the room twice a month. But we, since June 20th, have been doing 3 to 4 panels a week to accommodate the smaller groups so that we could keep everyone safe. And the response has been incredible. Much more connectedness with those in the room and more give and take as far as conversation. And it's been incredible. I'm hoping we can continue on with that more personal connection.
I think there's lots of things we've all learned over this last year that are valuable positives that we can take forward, and that sounds like one of them.
Yes, it is. And I think just what we stress and what I always try to say is, we're human beings. We make mistakes, and the compassion we need to have for one another has really, I think, become very evident during this COVID-19 pandemic response and the impact on our community. So, yeah.
Well, you've had a lot of opportunity to serve the community through GSAC, but what inspired you to step up to run for elected office, which is a completely different ballgame?
It is. Well, ever since I was elected patrol leader in my Girl Scout troop when I was in the 4th grade, I have loved leadership. I have loved being able to bring ideas, more importantly, to listen to other people and blend ideas and figure out compromises and solutions to issues. And I have absolutely loved being on the Spokane Valley City Council. Excellent staff to work with. We've done some really good things. It's really integrated with the work I do. I love, one of the things I'm really proud of is advocating for the mental health professional, riding with our law enforcement officer, changing how we do criminal justice work, looking at how we can help folks make the choices they need to be healthy and not go into that criminal justice system. And those are the kinds of things, that's what I wanted to bring to the table, as well as equity. I wanted to really advocate for those whose voices often aren't heard.
Okay. Well, this is the opportunity for that last 1 minute wrap up where you get to answer the question directly. Why should people vote for Linda Thompson for Spokane Valley City Council?
I will be honored to have our constituents vote for council because I feel like I am a voice that can represent those who maybe haven't been at the table before or thought they had a voice. I've really focused on having a youth voice through Spokane Valley Youth Voice and making sure that we include equity and inclusion in all of the public policy work we do, thinking of it even how we cite housing and development and transportation. And I would just really appreciate having that opportunity to continue the work because we've done great. Without raising taxes, we have had tremendous success at our city. And that's thanks to the collaboration of staff and council. I think we've worked very well together, and I'd appreciate that opportunity to continue our work.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in today and looking forward to the future. Linda, good luck with your campaign.
Great, thanks for having me.
What does it mean to be awake? It means to truly understand the issues facing us and actively participate as a citizen in this country. One way you can do that is by voting your values based on the Word of God. We believe We Vote has done the research and provides you the information you need to make an informed decision on which candidates will champion our values and work for us. Now is the time to rise up, get involved, and vote. WeBelieveWeVote.com.
Hello, Spokane. This is Governor Mike Huckabee. I'm going to be speaking at We Believe, We Vote's October 2nd fundraiser. It's more important than ever for Christians to come together and to vote. I'm looking forward to seeing you on October the 2nd of this year. For tickets to the event, go to WeBelieveWeVote.com.